Imagine a world where every book had to be copied by hand. That's right. Monks hunched over desks for months just to duplicate one Bible. Enter Johannes Gutenberg in the 1440s, who said, "What if we let machines do the boring part?" His printing press used movable type, and suddenly, books weren't just for the rich. It was like going from dial-up to fiber internet, only with ink and parchment. Gutenberg's press didn't just make books faster, it made them cheaper. Before, a single book could cost as much as a small house. After the press, prices dropped, and suddenly, middle-class folks could afford to read. It was the 15th century version of going from Rolex to Casio. Still tells time, but now everyone can have one. Literacy rates began to climb, and people started reading more than just church sermons. The first blockbuster, the Gutenberg Bible. Printed around 1455, it was a masterpiece. Beautiful, consistent, and way faster to produce than hand-copied versions. It proved that mass production didn't mean low quality. Think of it as the iPhone launch of the Renaissance. People were amazed. Scholars, priests, and even nobles wanted a copy. And for once, the church didn't have a monopoly on knowledge. That's when things got spicy. With books spreading like medieval memes, ideas started traveling faster than ever. Scientists, philosophers, and reformers could now share their thoughts across borders. Martin Luther's 95 Theses, printed and distributed like hotcakes. The printing press didn't just boost literacy, it turbocharged the Reformation, the scientific revolution, and basically every intellectual movement after. It was the original content-sharing platform, minus the cat videos, though who knows, maybe someone printed a cat poem. Before the press, knowledge was hoarded. After the press, it was democratized. Universities exploded in popularity, libraries grew, and people started questioning everything. The printing press didn't just make books, it made thinkers. It was like giving Europe a giant espresso shot of curiosity. Suddenly, everyone had opinions, and they weren't afraid to print them. Welcome to the age of footnotes, debates, and the occasional angry pamphlet war. Of course, not everyone was thrilled. Scribes were out of work, and some elites panicked. "What if the peasants start reading?" they cried. Spoiler, they did. And they started asking questions. The printing press didn't just spread knowledge, it challenged authority. It was the original disruptor, centuries before Silicon Valley. Gutenberg may not have had a startup pitch, but he definitely broke the medieval internet, and he didn't even need Wi-Fi. So next time you scroll through an ebook or Google a fact, thank Gutenberg. His press didn't just change how we read, it changed how we think. It turned Europe into a buzzing hive of ideas, arguments, and innovation. From dusty scrolls to digital screens, it all started with some movable type and a guy who thought, there's got to be a faster way. And boy was he right.